guess when I was 17, I launched my first bike company, and yeah, we've come a long way since then. I had a lot of ideas with how we could make better bikes, but none of the other bike brands would hire me. I knew there was a better way to do it, so I just had to do it myself. I wanted to create a form of transport where I could feel like I was part of the solution. I wanted to get from A to B without being sweaty. I wanted to charge my bike once a week. I needed it to adapt to whatever situation came up. We really believe if we can get people to move from the cars onto bikes, we can create a greener, cleaner, and more sustainable world. So we really set out with a blank piece of paper and just started brainstorming and broke it down to see how could we address every single problem, and then we put it together and created the Saigon. I started the company back in Ireland, and I was doing these, 2-week trips to China. I remember just one day I arrived at a factory and thinking, the way they're manufacturing is just completely unsustainable. So on the quest throughout Asia, out of luck, somebody just recommended I came to Vietnam and checked out a motorbike factory. I came here for 2 days and I just never went home. Back in the beginning, it was just me and one engineer working from my apartment. And this is where all the technical things get done. We were designing the bikes, talking with suppliers, negotiating $1 million contracts when we probably had $1,000 in the bank. More prototypes than we cared to have. I was sleeping on the floor at night. It was not even a company. It was just a dream, really.
The first time we came to the big factory and showed them our design, and they said that was the dream design, but it could never actually be manufactured. 9 months later, Saigon was born.
Building a company during a pandemic is a pretty interesting time. We were in the apartment and it was just getting more and more full.
This is how the magic happens, folks.
Every week we were hiring like 3 or 4 more people. We just had so many ideas that had to be realized, and to do that we needed a lot of space. It was not going to work in a corporate office building where we were shoved into these cubicles, so we got a house. I really wanted to create a company culture that was family culture, and I think that tied in with the house and having that space where Friday nights we could come down and have a party.
Hey to you! Happy birthday!
Then Saturday morning everyone's in working again.
What you working on, mate?
Oh, you pull up a bike real quick, huh?
No.
And it just flows into a pool party the next night. Being able to eat 3 meals a day together, stay in here and working on tiny problems that address real issues. I wanted to make sure the factories aligned with our values and create this entire supply chain just within like 50 kilometers of our office. By being so close, we've been able to monitor that and control both the quality and also the sustainability of their manufacturing.
The whole thing about sustainability is so that the customer buys our bike once, it's gonna work forever.
We've taken an insane approach to testing and obsessed over it. Everything we have is gone through 100,000 cycles before it even makes it to the next stage. When we say our bikes are designed to last a lifetime, we genuinely mean it, and we've done the testing to prove that.
We developed a battery management system where we could control the battery current associated with the temperatures and also associated with individual cells inside the batteries, so therefore customer can trust into our batteries.
MODMO is basically a painted circuit. It's paint that receives electricity and emits light. It's like surprising how cool it is. We could use it as indicator lights, which makes it safe for people to ride in the day or at the night. So people are gonna keep on riding their bikes instead of using other forms of transportation.
We found that people were really motivated when they were able to see the impact they were having. By including a GPS sensor inside the bike, we were able to send the users a notification every day and say, hey look, well done, you cycled 15 kilometers, you saved 8 kilos of CO2. Keep striving towards tomorrow's goal, and when you look back at the end of the year, you've made a really big difference.
We're trying to, in a way, redefine the standards and put that on our bike.
We really believe that the user experience is the most important thing with creating this product. The 200-kilometer battery range, the GPS sensor, integrated lights. These aren't just nice facts to play around with. They all go together and create this overarching user experience that is just better than any other way to move around the city.
We don't see a point in living in a world where there's just so much pollution for reasons that could be completely avoided. So that's our main mission, to bring those e-bikes to the front, to make them accessible, but to make them also cool and reliable for everyone to use.
We came from nothing. Next week we do our first 100 bikes. The month after that we ramp up to 1,000 bikes, and we're probably going to be producing 10,000 bikes a month by the end of 2020. The impact that's going to have on the planet is, yeah, it's pretty humbling to be part of that.